welcome at the Artist Coaching Podcast, the podcast for artists who are serious about their music career. And we've got Jay in the house, and Ralph is here as well.
Hey!
Hey, Ralph.
Zo, ja, dat duurde lang, joh, voordat jullie kwamen.
Were you already in the
We're
waiting
live.
line?
We're live. We're
Live.
live. We're live.
Oh,
Nice.
I was
Okay,
waiting
Joey,
there the whole time.
Joey, your volume is very soft now that I hear Ralph.
That's weird.
Weird.
But we'll see
I
how it
didn't
goes.
change a single thing in the past week.
I just dropped right before we went live.
That's even weirder. Let me check if everyone else has the same thing. Anyway, what's up, Gerard Francis, Grey Max, Bit3, Ben Singh, Melodramatics in the house, Just Phil is here, Mikey Foden, Music IDs. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to everybody, depending on where you are right now. Jay, you're back. How was the holiday? You look refreshed.
It was amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, and like I said, it was a working trip. So I was working, and I also played 4 rounds of golf.
A day.
No, it was a golfing holiday. So I don't know if you told everybody that last week, but it
No.
was a little getaway, and it was really nice to switch off and only play very shitty golf. But I still loved it. And to Cyprus, where it's 30 degrees. And now I'm back here, and it's like way colder. So it's adjusting. But I guess as an artist, you have to be able to adjust.
Yes, be flexible, be, how do you call that? Resilient. Be resilient. Yeah, that's true. How have you been, Ralph?
I've been resilient the whole time.
Resilient.
And, well, I also went away, but I went away in the
Really?
weekend. So I didn't play golf. I'm very happy about that. I did play some Colonist of Catan.
Oh,
Colonizers of Catan. I don't know how you say it.
Catan. It's only Catan now. With no more.
No
They
more
dropped
colonizers.
They dropped the colonizers from
Oh,
the
really?
title.
Oh shit! Oh, this might be something to get cancelled over.
Yeah,
That. Well, I played Catan. No colonizers. It's just all happy
Catan.
kumbaya people who agree to swap
each other
out
land.
grain and all the shit.
Yeah.
And
The
yeah,
settlers of
no.
Catan, says Mikey Foden. The settlers
what?
of Catan.
The settlers.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
I always
Anyway.
got taught not to settle.
Never settle.
And yeah, well.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was nice.
Where
And,
did you go? You went to the beach with your family-in-law, right? Something like that?
No. I went to the south of Belgium, near the French border, near Lille, and it's a very nice area, to be honest.
It's the Ardennes.
No, it's not the Ardennes, and it's just it's nice. It's called a little town called Doornik. Yeah.
Okay.
It was really awesome. We had this farm rented out. We were with 20 people, and there were cows there, and like this hillside nature landscape, which was nice. And yeah, we had a good time.
Nice.
And for the rest, I just worked, and yeah, adjusted to the cold weather, but steadily, because no Cyprus for good old Ralphie.
Like slowly lowering the air conditioning in the room.
It's really like at first it seems like a good idea in September to go to the sun, because you're like, oh, it just started getting colder in Holland and rainy, and then you go to the sun and it's amazing. But coming back, like waking up in the morning is like
It's dark.
It's dark and really cold. It's like I turned the heating on at home. It's like well, I shouldn't really I turn heating on.
You already turned the heating on.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
shit. Okay.
Older house, I guess. But also that sounds something that's so stupid. And for the record, I'm not complaining. It's just like you are. I'm not complaining about heating in my house.
It sounds like
For
complaining.
the
Yeah,
record, for the record.
exactly. Hey, but I've been away as well. I've been away last weekend to the camping with a group of friends. Kind of similar to you, Ralph, but we went to the camping.
Hmm?
Like 15 minutes away from us, like actually close nearby your house, Ralph. We're at the Duinen, the Drunense
The
Duinen.
Ju the
Drunen,
Drunense
Drunen.
Dunes.
Yeah, exactly. Drunes Dunes.
Yeah,
But it was very nice. Like, yeah, brought all the kids. We had a lot of kids there, but great evenings.
we were actually talking in the studio about this. I think yesterday. Then don't know. Somebody mentioned could be either Renzo or Marlon that they enjoyed eating at this local little shop down the road somewhere. And then I said, well, funny enough, you never do that at home. It's like this tourist thing you do, but you don't do at home because here we live at here it's kind of like a farmer area, and there's loads of little like these people who sell either vegetables or whatever down the road or strawberries or whatever. Nobody ever stops because it's like so close by. But when
Yeah,
you go abroad, you all of a sudden think like, wow,
let's go
this must
local.
be how the locals do,
Yeah.
That's how the
And
tourist traps happen always.
I actually bought honey last 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago at a local farm. There was like this
mm,
little stand outside the farm, and you just had to scan a QR code and pay, like full trust that you paid.
I love that
It's
shit.
amazing, amazing.
Yeah, it's quite. It's actually pretty. How do you say it?
Um,
Usual around here,
Yeah,
and it's also yeah, we get a lot of food directly from the farmers nowadays.
yeah.
And to be honest, fuck the
I,
suits and
I
fuck the
think
supermarkets. They're all scammers, man.
there's an
So try to avoid them.
there's an important comment in the comment section on YouTube. We're live on YouTube. Babis Best says, "Will you guys be at ADE this year? Will you make
Yep,
any panel talks slash masterclass?"
yep.
And in fact, we could have sold out by now. I'm
Let
not
me
sure,
let me check because
but we do have a panel. It's on the Friday of ADE. And we still might have some tickets available, but Joey is checking as
yeah,
we speak.
last week actually, you didn't know, but we sold out during the show.
Amazing.
But
Oh,
I called the venue and I asked, like, hey, is there an option? Like, how far can we stretch it? And then they said we can stretch it to 50. And I said, not buying that bullshit because that's way too busy. Like, I've been there with 30 people. You don't want to get 50 people in there. So I extended the prices, or not the prices, the tickets to 35. Am I saying this correctly? Yeah, 35. There's 9 tickets left now.
I can tell you, I can tell you a little bit, Joey. This is a good example of how storytelling can change the perspective of the listener. Actually, the owner said 30 is the maximum I can do, and
He said 35.
Me being
Back that
Joey,
shit.
30 is the maximum. And Joey called him up and said, "No way, we need more tickets.
Never settle.
We need to get more people in there. Let's cram 40 in it." And the owner said, "No, that's really illegal. We're already over limit. 35. That's the really
Yeah.
maximum I can do."
So
So now we have
35.
35 tickets, 9 tickets left. So
9 tickets
Bobby's
left.
best. If I yeah, there's on the website of artistcoaching.nl.
Yeah.
There's
And
all
what's
the
good to
info
know
there.
is it's a lunch with some like seminar stuff kind of in between. If you want, I'll actually drop the link in the chat right now so you can check out the schedule. But as I said, 9 tickets left. So normally, to be honest, when ADE is around the corner, all those tickets fly because people go last minute. They wait until their schedules are kind of 80% full, and then they make last minute decisions. So I don't give it that long until it's sold out. Martin Stevenson asks if there's a discount code for the community. There was a discount code for the community the first 2 weeks or something. But unfortunately, that's not open anymore. Anyway, but
let's talk music.
yeah, but that's
Dance
from
landscape.
How I Met Your Mother. But
But you had to
yeah.
drink, right?
No, it's like yeah, actually, I had to drink. It's like a student thing.
Yeah, it's
Anyway,
what
last
Robin
time Ralph
says.
and I talked about building connections in the music industry, about how we built our own careers, and how that network was a part of that. But once you have that connections, like then the next thing comes in, which is releasing your music, and that's where a lot of other artists get stuck. So that's what I wanted to focus on for today. And obviously, as always, we will talk about clip of the week, and we take on actually quite a lot of community questions this week. So
Let's just go to
yeah.
the clip of the week.
Now I first have a few other questions, otherwise Renzo gets mad.
Okay, let's get the dull stuff. If
Yeah.
you're listening in at home and at a later stage, skip these 5 minutes and then
Yeah.
go over to clip of the week. No,
No,
let's
As
no,
go.
stay tuned.
as
Stay
most
tuned.
artists probably know, like we're old dinosaurs. We build our careers through labels.
Wait,
Mostly.
we are old dinosaurs.
Yeah,
You're
we're
meaning
dinosaurs.
you and the T-Rex and the Brachiosaurus,
Yeah,
but I only
exactly.
see one really old dinosaur here.
That's you.
That's you, man.
Yeah. So we build our careers mainly through labels. But if you were a beginner producer right now, what would your release strategy be? Would you still go for labels? Would you go self-releasing? Like,
I would
what would you
try the
do?
same. Like you say, we got big through labels, and I partly agree. But the process before reaching the label was very much aimed at building a little community around myself, like sending my music out to everyone. Like first it was everyone, and then you narrow it down to DJs, because your classmates will be fed up with your music after a while. But then I would probably still focus very much on trying to get DJs to support your tracks. So you make a bunch of music, and then you're like, hey, what could work for which DJ? Send it to them. Work with other producers, and the release thing, you can do that while you're doing that. You can do it at the same time. It's good to have a release planned. You can build some content around it. But I think in that sense, the context still the same, or the approach. Like I want to make music for DJs to play, so that's what I'm gonna try to focus on. And releasing, it's just very nice that you can now get your music out there on any platform. And so should you're building an online channel there. But I think the real breakthrough comes eventually from support of your music by other artists, and then it will
Bigger
really get
names.
the ball rolling. That's what would be my approach. So
Okay, so no label then?
no, not definitely not a focus point. And you want to build a career until like when labels start asking you. Probably I would have a list of the main labels, just like on the side, like basically like I do now, and I will send them my music, but it's already planned for release. And if they then say, "Oh, wait up," or even when it's released, you can still license it out to a big label if it's becoming a hit on TikTok. So I would just keep the train moving, and yeah, focus on that.
Okay.
A house train.
If you would release on a label, what are the bigger advantages there? Like, what is the big advantage of releasing on a label these days?
I don't
Um,
know any, man. They suck.
I guess licensing and radio play and Spotify playlists, they do have some kind of like network built there, but it's becoming a little bit obsolete, I think, especially in the future. Um, but yeah,
Labels suck. Don't aim for them. They only take a piece of the pie and they release as much music as they can. So they have like this advantage of scale. The more music you put out, the more chance you have for a
Hit.
little bit of a hit.
perhaps it's good to check the Billboard Top 100, like we always suggest here, and then check if all the music where it's released. Maybe that would be a good tactic.
Billboard,
And
it's
then the
probably mostly
80-20 rule,
To
or
be honest, I have
no,
no clue what the Billboard Top
probably
100
I
does.
also
probably
I don't know, but it would
probably
be interesting.
Sony and Universal. They normally dominate those charts.
Okay.
I guess so. Like that's where Justin Bieber and stuff, like all these guys. Is he still
I
small?
would mainly focus on getting DJ support and um, try to the vibe that you kind of want to communicate. That the music tells one piece of the story, and you can also like emphasize that, or yeah, make it more visible through social media, and see where that gets you.
Yeah.
And labels, to be honest. I don't think they really have the. I mean, through distribution, they can pinpoint what are priority releases, but man, they don't have the playlist power at all anymore. And they
No,
take
true.
up like 65% of the
I,
pie.
I even I even saw deals
Even
of 70,
70 is,
70,
yeah,
80%.
no, I
Yeah.
mean, and there are like really close by labels I know that even have way more shitty deals, and I
Yeah.
won't name them because I have some skin in the game. And no, to be honest, it can be that sometimes you do tend to open a promo from a certain label easier. But what I would do is try to connect with artists. Some artists have cool labels, um, and try to
Yeah.
release it over there.
But
And
that's the thing, right? Like most of the labels suck, but there still are a few which really put in the effort to make the most out of the release and who make sure that it gets supported and who have a strong fan base. But it's
hmm,
just the
no,
minority.
but look at the Mint playlist.
Hmm.
It's one of the, I think, one of the playlists for dance music on Spotify. Who gets the placements over there? I mean, I mentioned Kiki quite a few times, and she's killing it. She did, for me, the show of the year together with Job Jobs at Lowlands, or one of the shows. On Spotify, she's not a beast at all.
Nope.
She doesn't stream that big at all. Her newest record, a remake of what's the track called? What's a Girl to Do?
Yeah, what a girl van Panama.
Tididid,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yati man. Yeah,
And I like it. I also like the original quite a lot. I think the
yeah,
remake is a really cool remake. It gets all the playlists. She has a streaming record right now. Um, but to be honest, it's not because she uh, was a streaming artist before. She lives and breathes what she does.
yeah. She built her
She
profile on socials
it's
first.
Yeah, and she's just one of the most genuine artists of the moment for me right now. And she got a big following. And Spotify is actually lagging. They're now picking it up. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess the scene where she's from, it's not typically a scene where DJs are big streamers as well. And I think
no,
No,
she has
true.
2 million
But
monthly listeners.
what
That's
scene
pretty big.
but what scene has the big streamers right now?
Well, if you look at all the EDM names,
yeah.
it's like Garrix, of course, but also the
Kera,
below
Garrix,
that, and
I
Chesto.
mean, Gedda does get a lot of streams. Does Garrick still get so much streams?
well, I
I think
think
he
Oh,
did way better in when he had in the
yeah, but
name of
that's
and
it's
all
it's
that
a
shit.
difficult metric. But I'm looking at this, 21 million listeners a month. I mean, that's a
Oh,
lot.
dude,
You know?
hey, I would sign for it. And what am I saying? But compared to the really, I mean, are there that many dance records in the top 50 right now? I
no,
don't think
not
No,
that
so.
I
much.
don't think so. No,
No.
no, no, no.
Dance is not doing so well streaming wise. But if you ask me, the dance landscape, the festivals, the parties, it's like it has never been as big as now.
Mm,
Yeah, but I do think like Kiki with 2 million listeners, that's for her where the scene she's from. Let's say
it's
is
quite a
a
lot.
lot.
Yeah,
It's a lot of monthly listeners, and
yeah.
maybe in the general compared to Garrix, maybe it's not much, but I think
But that's
it's really a
always with
lot.
niches, right? Like smaller numbers, but more impact. As in, she has a way smaller amounts than Martin Garrix, but she also sells out shows. Probably, it's just a
I
Oh
more
also
yeah.
niche.
wondering. maybe we should do like a poll or something. Like a lot of the listeners, we
I,
should like do a poll on the Discord because
wait,
it's interesting
I think we can do a
if
poll
you're
here.
or here, but maybe it's interesting. Maybe also that we can talk about next week. So it's on the Discord. It is an incentive to go to the Discord. But also,
Ah,
like,
smart
if
move.
you're going to a Spotify artist, first of all, do you click the the artist anyways? But do you look at the monthly listeners? It's like we from the industry always like, oh, what are the monthly listeners? It's like, but are people interested in it? Maybe
What
is
was
that
it?
the
I'll
question?
create the poll right now.
Are
What's
are are you interested in monthly listeners if you discover a new artist?
in
Yeah,
monthly
maybe that.
listeners?
Something like that.
Yeah. Do you when you discover a new artist, do you care about the monthly listeners? Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
point is, I think a lot of the new artists that are getting really big right now, they, eh, I don't see it happen through Spotify quite a lot.
Mm.
And maybe a guy like Bunt. I mean, he had a few big hits, and he started streaming, and then later on, I saw he has kick-ass shows, by the way. And yeah, but he also has like this really specific style,
Hmm.
and
Yeah, but
he also is like really lives and breathes what he does.
what's that guy called? Which from the video you sent last week with the mask? What's this guy? That guy's name?
I didn't send a video with a
Yeah,
guy with a
you
mask.
sent a video in the chat saying you boomers probably don't know this or something.
Jim
That wasn't
Carrey.
a
Was it
No,
was
no,
Jim
no,
Carrey,
no,
the
no.
no,
mask?
no. It
Seen
was
that
the
one.
Appa Yip Yip.
Oh, that's
But you
another
didn't
one.
see
Yeah.
the artist.
Oh,
You
when
saw
was
the
this
crowd.
then? Where did I see this? Somebody sent me a video of that hard dance techno guy with the mask, like the buffed guy. You showed him before as
Oh,
well.
Holy Priest, but
Holy
we've seen
Priest.
it way, yeah,
No, but
like a long
I'm
time.
not sure what his numbers are on Spotify, but I can imagine it's kind of the same. It's not that high probably, but the impact he
Oh,
has is
no, not at
insane.
all. Sorry?
Yeah, the impact he has, the shows that he sells out is insane.
It's insane. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Three
So
and a
to be
half
honest,
million
yeah.
monthly listeners.
Oh, that's
That's not
quite a
nothing.
lot.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Who?
quite a
Holy
lot.
Priest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that guy like Restricted is has even way more, and
Yeah.
he makes like really
But
awesome music.
I think it's a really good point to have like there's streaming music and there's dance floor music and event music that
Club
works there.
music.
And I think maybe the it's getting to a point again where that difference is bigger. And that's cool to see, I think, as a as someone who loves
I
club
think
I
festivals.
think looking at Spotify doesn't give you the biggest chance of uh, breaking through and do shows.
no, that's true.
Yeah, I don't see as Spotify being a tastemaker right now.
No.
They lag behind
Yeah,
what the
yeah,
tastes are.
Yeah, true.
agreed.
That's definitely true.
Yeah.
Like if
So
you
getting your releases only do so much. To be honest, also, if you put out music and you have a promo plan and a promo service distribution, all that stuff does get your music to certain people you might not get connected to. So it can help in that respect.
yeah.
But yeah, if you send it out to a few people and nobody reacts, then yeah, chances are getting slim.
Yep, true. Guys, it's time to
Clip of the week.
watch the clip
Yes.
of the week. The clip which you can send in into our Discord server every week. If you found a clip online which you think was interesting or funny or whatever, you can always send it to us, and we'll pick one every week to discuss. And this week we have one again from T-Pain.
T-Pain.
Going independent is very much like dropping out of college. It's a great idea if you have the resources to work outside of those means. If you don't have money and you don't have any backing, you don't have management or some shit like that, go to a label. They will give you all their money, but you have to pay that shit back.
Okay,
It's a stupid clip, man.
so this was about
Yeah.
leaving school, dropping out of school, and going all in on music.
It's really uninteresting.
No,
Well,
he says
I think quite a lot, a
he
lot of
says
people are
he
actually
says it's
thinking about this. If I look at how many people
it's
I
not the
talk to are considering to say, "Hey, should I drop out for school to pursue this thing, my music?
But can we agree the clip is not about that? He says not
Yeah.
releasing on a label is the same as dropping out of school. So that clip, I don't get
Yeah, I
his
kind of get his point. I kind of get his
point, but
point. Never drop
Yeah.
out of college. If you want to
oh
pursue
yeah,
your dream, do your
Oh.
responsibilities, and next to that,
yep,
chase your dream. Do the
yep,
extra work and don't drop any work for
agree,
something else.
fully agreed. You can do it next to school. You can do it next to kids. There's no excuse
Easy.
to work hard and put time in. There's just
It's
no
your
excuse.
passion. Doesn't cost you anything. And
Exactly.
what he says, kind of true. Yes, a label can do some stuff because they have money. They can front your costs like
Does
a
that happen
promo
still?
service, making an artwork, and all that kind of shit. Huh?
Does that happen a lot still that they really invest that money, like aside from the artwork and stuff? But
Yeah, they do. They
yeah,
do.
but not that
Yeah.
much
I
anymore,
mean,
right?
no, it's not gonna be. Yeah, if they think it will be a hit, yeah, that's also a good thing to measure your label by. If their willingness to invest.
Mm-hmm.
If they're not gonna invest more than 1,500 euros, they probably don't think it will be a hit.
True.
I
Actions
think
speak louder than words.
Yeah, and I think what's most important to have a bit of vision where you want your track to go or where you want your career to go and have people who can help you with that. So you kind of when you approach a label, you need a specific thing in mind what they might be able to do for you instead of like, "Hey, here's my track. Can you guys help me?" Because they also don't really know what to do then. If you can say like, "Hey, I want you guys to take care of this. I want this track to whatever idea like stream well in Germany or in that city, whatever." But yeah, you need to have kind of a specific idea of what parties you work with can do for you. I think to add to that. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it was a stupid clip. Let's agree on that. And on to the community questions.
Hey, quick break. If you're an artist who's serious about growing his career, but you feel stuck and you don't know what to do, you feel overwhelmed, that's exactly what we help you with at Artist Coaching. At Artist Coaching, we offer one-on-one personal coaching for DJs and music producers who want to turn their passion into a sustainable career. Whether you're struggling with finishing your music, building your brand, or just figuring out how to stand out, we've been there and we can help. If that sounds like you, head over to artistcoaching.nl and book your free intake call so we can check where you're at in your career and see if we can help you. All right, back to the episode. Community questions. As always, you can send in your questions in our Discord throughout the week. The questions you want to ask us, which could be about anything music related. If you want to get into that Discord, the link should be in the description of this video or the podcast that you're listening right now. Let's go on to the first question from Marin. Quite a long one. Question for the boys. How can someone get started as a ghost producer? How do I get clients? Where can I show off my work and protect my songs from not getting stolen? Let me see. Yeah, let's start there. Like, how can I get started as a ghost producer? How do I get clients?
I have no clue.
No?
No, none whatsoever, to be honest. No, for me also was never a goal. Yeah, came on my path,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I wasn't like starting out or something. I have no clue. I have
I think
nothing to say, nothing to
I
add.
think
I'm useless.
I think it's in the same direction as if you want to start being a DJ and producer. Because I think when I just started and was reaching out to people, kind of word then spreads a little bit among those people that, oh, you're a good producer. And then I did have some requests. I even did a ghost production, I think, but had some requests for ghost productions. And that's, you could choose to go that way and you could choose to, I think it's the same. You send your music out, you build a little community, word gets out that you're
Yeah.
good. Hopefully, if you're good, of course. But it's probably the same direction. But at some point, you probably decide, okay, being on the stage, being an artist is not for me. Um, or yeah, I'm happy doing just producing.
Yeah.
So I think
Maybe
yeah,
it's a
start.
good idea to put the word out through artist coaching. Like if you're on the prowl for some good ghost productions,
That helps
come
in the
to our
I
community.
think
Discord.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
definitely.
think we have our Discord. I think it's for that. Like, of course, we have very interesting things to say. But I think if you can find people in the Discord and in our community, they're all having the same goal. They want to make music. They want to become DJs. So search there, guys. If you're in the chat now, like hit each other up. Like maybe work together. Why not? Who knows what comes out of it? You build a
Hey,
little
and
community
send
yourself.
some to us. If it's really good,
Yep.
I might buy it.
Yeah. I think what Jay says as well, as
Yeah, why
in,
not?
it's really like if you're a ghost producer, your productions are your product. So you need to get that product out to let people experience them and get convinced that it's actually good. And that people start talking about it, start sharing it, and then they will eventually come to you if it's actually good enough. So I
Hey,
would
but
start.
it's a valid question, by the way.
It
Would
is, yeah.
anybody buy a ghost production if it's really good? I would.
Sorry,
Yeah.
what?
Would you buy a ghost production
Oh,
if it was really good? I would.
for your own project, you mean?
For bass checkers, yes.
Yeah, I
Why
think
not?
so. If it's very good, and yeah, sure. If it's in line with what
I
you
would
normally put out.
I would collab and like not having done most of the work, but it still would have to fit with what I think is J Hardway,
Yeah,
and
Dude,
I would
it
sure.
have to
fits. It yeah. Instead, then that it's a hit because then it wouldn't fit. But
yeah.
no, but it fits. It's like you hear it. Damn man, that could have been me. What a awesome job. Would you
Yeah,
buy
I
it?
just think I could never put my name on something that I had nothing to do with producing.
I've done this
I
once,
don't
to
think
be
it's
honest.
good.
Once.
What?
Yeah, but it
Dude,
was
this is your Charlie Sheen moment.
no. It was like a remix I had to do, but it was really like the name of that remix. The original artist wasn't that big, but the payout was very big. And my manager
Mm.
got that request for me to remix it, and I tried it 5 times and I couldn't deal with it. As in, it just keeps sucking and it didn't work out. And then my manager said, like, for the amount that you'll get paid, you can actually hire a ghost producer to make it for you, and then still make money.
Now I know which one it was. It was actually really good.
No, you don't. That track,
Oh.
I think that track got like 1,000 streams. That's it. For most people, have never seen the light of day of it. But yeah, that's the only. And to be honest, in hindsight, I think I should not have done it. But it was more like something. Yeah, I don't know. It just happened. Full disclosure.
You're running a business, right? Sometimes
Yeah,
can be just a good business
I think
decision.
if I remind well, like the payout was about $7,000, which is a lot, and I paid the ghost producer too. So that's like a good
No, hey, to be honest,
business wise.
I'm not against ghost
No.
producing at all. I mean, yeah, fits a purpose.
If it, oh no, if it fits, it ships. Melodramatic says.
Hey,
If it fits, it
sounds
ships.
like a really
It sounds like a T-shirt, man. If it fits, it ships. It's a good one. We have multiple T-shirts by now. We have Jay saying "Just do." Then we have "If it fits, it ships." Like, fuck the suits. We have it all. We should start a
fuck
clothing line.
supermarkets.
Fuck supermarkets. Yeah, we should start a clothing line.
It's actually not a bad idea.
It's true.
I'm gonna write it down.
Merch.
Mm.
Next question from Melodramatic, actually. Question for the AC team. As an artist that is finally starting to find his way and come up in the world and has always DJed in front of generally smaller groups. In front of smaller people.
Yeah, man, dude, I was listening like what a okay.
Just how does
Yeah,
one tackle potential
like
state?
minions.
How does one tackle potential stage fright of being in front of lots of people? What are some tips that you can give to help ease anxiety?
Ooh, hey, to be honest, for me, I
Wrong question.
no, I never. But for me, the most exciting stuff or yeah, like scary shit is actually the small crowds. The big crowds, it's kind of
True.
anonymous, but the
10 people
small
is harder.
ones.
I
Oh man,
agree.
when we started out, that was just terrifying. No
Yeah.
way I would step up.
Like those 10
Yeah.
people in front of you watching you, like, What are you
Oh
doing?
no, and sometimes you have the mismatch of venue and
Yeah.
DJ. Oh, we had such awkward moments.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
like most of the no, yeah.
I played this wedding
I
show.
agree. I do agree. It's like small crowds are scary, man, and they're
Yeah.
looking right at your fingers, and they're like have that like look of I'm gonna judge every mistake you make.
Yeah.
So knowing that already can ease your anxiety. Like big crowds, way
Way
easier.
easier. Yeah.
Another few tips: be very good at your skill or confidence, so that you like I know exactly how to DJ, so you're not really likely to make mistakes, like press the wrong cue button. But if you do, you have the confidence to resolve it. And maybe have the first few tracks decided, like lined up, or you know what you're gonna play in the first few moments. I think that can help with getting into it, and then you don't have to really think. You know, I'm gonna play that, and then you can like ease into it.
Melodramatic just dropped another donation of $50. Oh,
What?
guys.
Dude.
Beer
Let's go.
run. Weekly beer run. Thanks,
While we
man.
were answering his
While we were
question.
answering his question. Yep.
Amazing.
Oh man.
That's it's gonna be a lot of beer with ADE. Holy shit.
But I think if you're
Cheers.
confident in your skills, just so you know you can do this skill, you're way less likely to be anxious. Also know that because you probably feel fear. Fear is like there's a quote by what's the Thor actor
Thor.
Hemsworth, Chris
Chris
Hemsworth.
Chris
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hemsworth.
And he says like he found out that fear is the exact same like thing happening in your brain as excitement. So if you once you know that, you can kind of you feel the fear coming up, but you know like, oh, it's because I'm excited about it, and then you can kind of flip a switch a little bit in your head. But look up that quote because I might be
Butchering
taking
it.
his quote out of
Yeah.
context or whatever. But
I actually
And
have
you
a
can
practical.
also drink beer. Few beers takes the edge
Nah,
off.
that's not a
That's
smart
always
tactic.
some good advice.
you
Yeah.
can drink alcohol, but it's really bad advice. I
Yeah.
think it shouldn't you shouldn't use alcohol because then you start depending on it,
That's
and
a
that's
slippery
bad.
slope, yeah. I have a practical tip. If there's a big crowd of you, look over it. As in, look to the end of the hall because people think you will be watching them, but you
Imagine
will
them
actually.
standing on
Even
a hill like you do.
even the pros,
Exactly. Yeah.
even the pros do it. Look at David Guetta at Tomorrowland. There's this video is really looking over the crowd,
That's just a fantastic clip.
staring at a single
Yeah.
person.
Oh man, that's such a cool
That's
clip.
zoning out. Yeah. Okay, next question. From music IDs. Looking back at the beginning of your music journey, at what point, if any, did you decide to pursue formal training, whether through school or private lessons, or did you prefer to learn everything through trial and error?
What
I think we
formal
all
training?
learned through trial and error, right? I think
Yeah,
Yes.
nobody
I mean,
nobody
you
went
did
to
didn't
the
you do
production.
the Rock Academy, Joey?
I did
Yeah.
like when I was already DJing, when I was already living from it. But that's because I wanted to have like um, a piece of paper. How's it called? Like diploma.
Diploma.
Yeah.
Diploma.
Never made it, by the way, but I tried.
Did you eventually get a diploma somewhere?
Nope.
No.
Yeah,
You're
only
like
HAVO.
unschooled.
Only HAVO.
Okay.
Yeah, I did HAVO, and that's where it ended for me.
Huh.
Yeah. So
That's funny.
I did music school for 1 year, but that was already when I was
You
already
are a
living from music.
dropout, sir.
Depends on how you look at it, because I finished like official school until my 18th.
Yeah, no, you're a college dropout.
I'm a college dropout, probably. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, still doing
You
right.
wuss. No resilience whatsoever.
No,
No,
but
man.
I'm a big fan personally of learning through trial and error with music, especially these days. Like all the tutorials out there, all the knowledge you kind of need to know. There's so much information on the internet. You can learn it on yourself. It's really going into the studio every day, and if you get stuck, Google it, ChatGPT it. You'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
In fact, if
Yeah,
you
but
get a
on the other
formal
end, like an education that kind of
Can
leans
help.
towards that's
Yeah.
also
can help,
really cool.
it can help, but if you have like a professor that's teaching you how it's done, it
Yeah,
can be intimidating, and you can feel like, oh, now I have to conform to this way of compressing or whatever.
yeah,
So
But that's
just
not
take
that.
it as advice, and like,
It's like learning marketing. You just take it in, you get all these insights, and then form your own insights.
yeah.
And yeah, I think
yeah.
it can
But
help.
it's good to realize that when you have a class that's very formal, they can still be just tools and helpful for
Yeah.
your way. So
You know when music production schools can be valuable, in my opinion, because there you can also build connections there. You're surrounded by like-minded
Mm.
people. That's
yeah,
No,
those
but
are your first supporters in some kind of way. So
true.
no, but you also have these dance majors where you
yeah,
can learn a lot of the aspects about the dance music industry. I mean, it's
yeah,
not
but
only
that's more
making music.
industry.
There's so much stuff,
Yeah,
and
that's
and
more
to
industry
be honest,
minded.
most artists don't know all the aspects of
Nope,
operating your business
nope.
through the dance music landscape.
True.
But
Question
it's
from
yeah. Go ahead.
Question from Gerard Francis. ADE related question. Timetable clash. I've been invited to a big party with a DJ I know on the lineup, but at the same time, there's also a networking event. What's the best way to handle situations where two valuable opportunities overlap? Make a
Go
Flip
to
a
decision.
coin,
Google.
man. Flip the
Yeah, go to
coin.
Google, flip a coin, and it right away flips a coin for you, and go with that, and just
Yeah.
I would
you
It-
always
know.
play.
no, he's not playing. He's been invited to just to that show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think
Can't you do both?
honestly, I'm not sure if we can do both, but honestly, I think I would go for the networking event because at those parties, not much happens. It's just drinking. Um,
Very
No,
disagree.
I think we
Disagree.
cannot make a good judgment of the situation at hand.
it
Yeah.
depends
But
on how big the
yeah,
party is. If
But
he's backstage,
drinking beer with people is very much handy when it comes to networking, actually.
yeah, that's
dude,
true. But
it
Um,
you can.
can make bonds for
and
life.
and now I'm gonna
It's
say
true.
something that will piss you off, but like golf is also used by many companies
Where's the mute
as a
button?
way of getting to know each other before they do business, and it's actually
Yeah,
like it seems like they're just having fun golfing, which they are, but also it's actually very helpful for
yeah, they're
business.
connecting. They're building relationships through talking, to
Yeah,
communicating. It's
It's
true.
yeah, and
CEOs who don't do shit and kind of think like, man, I feel like doing nothing today. Let's
yeah.
go play golf or padel nowadays.
Well, no, it actually business gets done really at the golf course, but also like networking events, in my opinion, are always like, oh, now we're here to network. So what do you do? Instead of looking actually like
Building.
genuine connection
Yeah, that's
with,
true. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Next question from Rob Pollard. I'm terrible at coming up with content for promo to promo my music. Seeing as content is just as important as the music these days, is it worth getting a director or creator to come up with and manage your content so you can focus on what you do best?
Can
Footnote:
be.
I also feel like coming up with content and editing is taking so much time away from the music. Yeah, could be. Just one side note: you are the product, as in you have to create the content because you are the one, you're the brand. So yes, you can hire an editor who
Yeah.
can just edit the recordings, but it's still you who have to make the content. So it really depends on what you're
No,
looking for hiring.
I disagree.
Okay, why?
Why? Because there's so many pieces of content nowadays. What I also see a lot, which I like, is when they have, let's say, a cool summer track, they put the lyrics on and some summery feel images, with girls dancing with sunglasses, few bikinis in there, then just people roadside tripping, I don't know what, but it has that mood that fits the song. And they put this retro filter over it, and it just kind of complements each other's vibe. The vibe of the
Yeah,
music gets. And it doesn't even have to have you as an artist in there, and you want to promote that music and you want to communicate something. And yeah, so it's not always like these outburst of oneself to other people. It's all a communication thing. So, and it can be done in
Yeah.
multiple ways. And getting somebody who's visually stronger than you are is actually a really good idea. Also, note there's this really cool documentary called Bones Brigade. It's about a skating team
You
in the
mentioned it last
80s
week.
because it's that good. They actually got this really weird artist in there to make their advertisements. And what they did, everybody expected that they would be skating through ramps and all these kind of shit, and then he would make photos. But no, what he actually did was stand in front of this car, and set the car on fire, and then made photos. There wasn't even a skateboard in there, but it was that mood. It was like this cool image, like rebellious, and that actually got the whole thing started. So if they wouldn't have got that artist, and he's a weird guy, on there, then they wouldn't have made that, because people tend to think
I
differently, and it's good to get minds uh, together.
I think I agree with both of you. But I like to add, like in the question, it kind of seems like Rob, I just wanna make music and let the rest happen, kind of thing, and
Yeah, like
that's never
outsource
how it works.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's
that's
just never
never
how
a
it
good
works.
idea.
You need to have some like you're responsible for coming up with not coming up with the ideas, but for the producing of all the content and the music. So you're responsible. That means you need to go out and find people. I think it's perfectly fine, like Ralph said, but you still need to be involved and have some kind of vision of where it's going. But it's
Definitely.
definitely can be good to get, and then mostly not, maybe don't get someone that's like, oh, I'm an editor for EDM acts, but get like some crazy art guy that does art
That
installations with
does the
video.
Bones Brigade. He's
Yeah,
still
but
alive.
yeah,
You
exactly.
know, think
Someone like
outside of the
Pretty
that.
old
box.
now, though.
Think outside of the box with who you work with. Work with other artists that understand creativity. I think that's also very
And
important.
steal what you see, man. Just look at
Be
Yes,
other
right.
creative.
Yeah,
artists
Yeah.
and
yeah, yeah, yeah,
steal it.
yeah,
Steal like an artist.
yeah.
Question from Legend for Jay. Which track you made? Which track you made do you feel the most proudest about, and why?
The next one. The one that hasn't been made yet, because right now it seems impossible to come up with this. Uh, could be a very deep answer like that, because that's actually quite funny. But I think from the tracks that are already released, probably Electric Elephants. It's just a track where everything kind of came together, a melody, and it got supported by a big artist, and it's just one of those one in a million or one in a thousand kind of track for me that just happened, and it also felt like it just happened. Um, so I guess Electric Elephants. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Question from Mikey Foden. How have you guys dealt with burnout over the years? I don't think you guys dealt with burnout before, right?
Uh,
Oh. How I dealt with it, I actually wrote a book about it. And the good news is I finished it today. So,
Again,
so
now
buy my book.
it's completely finished right now, and I just uploaded it to Amazon. It will be out on the 22nd of October, chilling time. But I will set up like a free pre-order thing on my website, but it will be free, by the way. So the digital edition and the audiobook will be free. And if you want a hard copy, it's probably like $5 on Amazon or something. Just to pay.
audiobook.
Yeah,
Did you narrate yourself?
I think I'm gonna narrate it myself. Last time I hired somebody else, but I think I'm gonna do it
It
myself
would be
this time.
very strong if you do it yourself, I think.
Yeah, I tried
It
it.
will be weird if it's not you. Like, hey everybody, my name is Joey Suki.
That's what I had with the first book. It's actually yeah, it's weird. Anyway, but that's how I dealt with it. I kind of first did a lot of work to figure out who I was as a person and why I wasn't happy.
And why
And then
don't you ask like a euro a copy?
because
Why nothing?
Amazon
Why for free?
because Amazon prints per piece, so they handle the printing as well, and they charge, I believe, 250 per print, and the minimum that I have to charge is $5 for all the other costs as well. So Although I make nothing on that book, nothing. Everything goes to Amazon.
So it costs. It's for free, but it's not for free.
The hardcover is not for free because Amazon
Okay.
prints it. I don't have a
But
stock
the
of print.
digital one and the audiobook
Yeah.
are for free.
Yeah, exactly.
But why not €1?
Why should
Or
I?
something?
Why?
Yeah, I mean, it's a question for you.
Nah, to
Yeah,
me it's
is
more
why an
important.
answer? If my
To me,
3-year-old gives that answer, I say no.
nah, to me it's more important that it gets shared. As in, it took me quite some time to write it, but that's okay. Eventually, I believe it does help me in some kind of way. So I prefer people downloading it for free and enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
good answer,
Yeah.
man.
That's it.
Yeah.
Question from him. Do you have any advice on using production question. Do you have
Hey.
any advice on using two big melodies in one track? For example, one signature melody in the drop and then a completely different Inner Bloom style melody in the breakdown. I'm worried it might feel like two tracks glued together. Do you think this could work, or is it better to play it safe and stick with one central theme?
Yeah, Inner
I don't
Bloom is
know.
always
You should
good,
try.
man.
You should try it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no
No,
rule.
sometimes I get it. You know, the hard thing if you want to make these emotional dance tracks, let's call it that. I mean, Inner Bloom has quite some emotion in there, and you still want it to go off in a drop. Kind of feels disconnected at sometimes. It's hard to get a really feely drop also. That still has the energy you want. Maybe that answers your question a little bit. Yeah, but it's always hard to glue together two different themes. Yeah, and it can feel disconnected.
Yeah,
It's just trying trial and error there.
yeah. There's no rules in music production. Just try it out. Question from Martin Stevenson. I'm going to have my first podcast appearance as a guest today. Any tips for not being nervous? Just be yourself, man. You can't go wrong being yourself. Don't
It's
try to.
also nothing
Just
wrong with being a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
imagine the crowd naked. Oh wait.
Just look over them. It's like
Imagine you're
like
standing
this.
there with no pants on. Oh wait.
No,
No,
just
but hey,
really.
it's okay to be nervous and to be a
Yeah.
little bit on edge. To be honest, I've been it myself quite a few times. I've seen people getting into it. It's only maybe the first minute that you are a little bit weirded out, and then it'll just flow. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
And if it's a good host, they'll make sure you'll be like chill and relaxed. Sometimes you're like asked stuff on the spot, and it's kind of hard to
It's
answer. And yeah,
it's also good to imagine how people are listening to podcasts, because when you think about it, a lot of people are just at home or in the car or in the gym. So if you think about that every single person, it's not like a big crowd. It's just like all individuals
Yeah.
listening to it. So that makes it feel less weird, and feels you, yeah, more
Have you
free
have
to
you
make bold
have you
statements or.
have you guys ever thought about it? As in, we sit down every week. We have people listening. Have you ever thought about how other people consume our podcast?
Just now, I just thought of that. Like,
yeah.
how would
I never
people
thought
consume
about it.
podcasts?
It's like how does this look? Like if you're in the chat right now, let us know, when do you listen to our podcast? Is it in the
I
car?
imagine melodramatic sitting in a bathtub right now with a glass of wine.
Candles,
Yeah,
Yeah, like
scented
candles around.
scented candles, very
Yeah,
important.
Ben
scent.
Singh is I don't know. He's definitely not
I just
jogging.
I just imagine all the artist coaching groups get together and like, let's listen to the podcast, and it's like there's snacks on the table and there's
Yeah.
beers, and everybody's like waiting till we make a joke, and then it's like ha
Well,
ha.
if I look at my own like behavior when it comes down to podcasts, I have this rhythm in my week because every podcast gets uploaded on a certain moment in the week. I just know that on Wednesday I have this podcast, on Thursday I have that podcast. I wonder how it is for other people consuming our podcast. Like, is it just during your commute? Is it when you have a stroll in the workout? Oh, here Lion Harris says in uni sometimes on the phone or on the Mac. Lunch break at work. Lunch break at work. Driving kids to school. Oh, so the kids join in. That's nice.
Ooh,
Listening
I
now for
should
my
watch
second
my
job.
language.
Yeah, by
Like
listening
not
to several.
F the suits, but
Yeah.
oh darn you, suits.
Yeah, a lot of people listen on work. Like, what kind of work do you do? Like,
Yeah.
how can you focus while you listen to us? I
Hey,
cannot
don't
focus.
quit your job ever. Must be a good job then.
Yeah, if I listen to a podcast, I can't focus on doing anything else. Like,
Do you listen to podcasts when you work with clients?
no, no.
Like they go yap, and
During the
you'll be
coaching
like,
sessions, like this
chill
AirPod
ass
in.
now.
No, that's yeah. A lot of people listen to on the break while they're at work, lunch. No, it's called procrastination, says Martin Stevenson.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
procrastinating.
exactly.
Yeah, have you ever seen 2.5 Men? Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
procrastinating all the time. He's being really honest about it. It makes me laugh
yeah. I
so
love
hard.
it. Okay,
Ah,
guys, do you have anything to shill?
do I have anything to shill? Yeah, I do.
New. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, but you go first, Jopke, because I'm actually not sure.
There's a new Boy release since
Hey, how's
last
Eggboy
Friday.
going? Enlighten us a little bit,
It's
because
pretty good.
Is Bill Gates still supporting?
I have 40,000 listeners a month or something.
that's cool.
On Instagram, I've had a few lucky things where like the tracks blew up on Reels. That hasn't happened since, but it can always happen. And yeah, but I mean, Eggboy is really just a side project, so it's like I'm just very happy with I love making it, and it's fun to have a little bit of streams and maybe some reels, but or TikToks, but yeah, but it's fun. And like now I've a release every 2 weeks, and then that forms one EP of 4 releases, and that's how I do it every few months.
And do you combine
So,
them, like after the fourth release, you combine
yeah,
them into one EP?
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, it's fun. You should
Cool.
check it out, Eggboy.
Eggboy, you know what's up, and it's actually
Good name, by
Joppe
the way.
spelled backwards.
Yeah.
So
Who knew?
Very good name.
genius.
I didn't even know that when I thought of the name. It's like, what a coincidence.
Like, huh?
That is a coincidence.
Oh, that's sick.
What are the odds, you know?
Yeah.
Also spelling boy with a J then.
Yeah.
It's just some
Street,
things.
street language. Boy.
Life and its miracles. We have a
Anyway,
release coming up called Fuego, and that's Spanish for fire, if you didn't know. And
didn't you
it's
already
a
had
cool
a
track.
release? Did you already had a release called Fuego? Is that somebody else? Oh, that
9
was
man.
Danik, right? Danik, like a very old release.
Guys,
Guys.
I have to. Sorry for breaking in. I saw a release that everybody has named a release like that. I think "Set Me Free." I saw a TikTok about there's so many songs called "Set Me Free," and then
We actually also have a Set Me Free.
Martin Garrix has 2 "Set Me Frees,"
Oh,
which
really?
was hilarious. But I'm not sure if it's true, so I'm gonna look it up now. But I saw it on the TikTok, and I thought it was so
I
funny.
also think the poppy is like this. Really, there's a lot of poppies and locas.
Yeah. Oh, bless you,
Garrix,
bless you, Jack.
yeah, Martin, yeah, like I don't know if Martin's listening to the podcast, but he has a track with Dylan Francis, "Set Me Free," and with Arcando and Bon. He has two "Set Me Frees." How does that work publishing
I
wise?
don't know. I don't know.
I do like Arcando, by the way, as a producer. He's really good.
Arcando.
And I think,
but-
yeah, he did a remix for some track, I think, of Martin Garrix, which is really awesome.
I'll check
And
him
he
out.
has this really cool drum and bass sound going on. But we have Fuego. It's even better. And
So
it's,
humble.
you know us, bass checkers, we're always pioneering. And
Always delivering.
we were like, let's not do the kick bass for this one. And we actually took the kick bass and do it in the soca way, which actually worked out really well. And I see Jopke thinking like, wow, how
Yeah, what the hell is that?
genius.
It's like,
Yeah, kind of. Although it's a little bit more static. We didn't do any swing to it. And you're
is it
actually making
adjusted
it.
to your dancing moves?
No,
Like a
it's
little bit more
like
static.
it's straight on the grid, man. And
16D, 16C or something? C is
No,
that,
it's
right?
just 16th. Yeah,
Oh, 16th, yeah.
and it's really cool, and I think everybody should check it out. It's out the October the 3rd, and from that point, we're actually starting up doing our release schedule. We kind of had a hiatus because we were releasing so much, and I got fed up of doing so many releases. It kind of made no sense, and now we're picking it up again.
Okay.
Fuego, it's really cool, and it's in our Tomorrowland set. You can also check out that set.
Can
Don't
you
forget
send it to
to
us?
follow us on Instagram and
Can you
sorry,
send it in the chat? I want to check that baseline you mentioned.
you want to check that baseline I mentioned?
That's
Okay,
Soka baseline.
I will send it.
By the way, Martin Stevenson asked something about ADE. What's on the menu? There's actually quite a lot of things on the menu. There will be a lot of sandwiches, croquette, everything will be there. Just put on the
Crockets,
table. Crockets. So don't worry.
frikandels,
Yeah, salads. There's everything.
salads. Ugh.
Salads. And for everyone still listening right now, I appreciate you still being here with us in the stream. We almost had like a constant 20 people watching this stream, so that's nice. Don't forget to send in clips for next week or questions that you might have. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this podcast. Share it
Yeah,
with your friends. Yeah.
I actually just thought of something to shouldn't we, because I actually don't know. Oh, I kind of spit on my cloth cap. No, but I'm actually curious. What artists are the people who are listening into? Because we obviously have our things where we look at. You as guys being a little bit more conservative as Progressive Ralph right here.
This guy.
And
Hey, Progressive's back.
no,
Yeah.
and no, but I'm actually curious. What are there? Shouldn't we like make these? Have everybody make lists of their favorite tracks, artists, stuff they look at now, or favorite labels they would like to release. I'm actually curious. Like, what are they into?
Is that
And
something
that
you
would
want to
be
know
cool.
now? Or
No,
do
not
people have
for
to let
now.
that?
Now I'm gonna hang up and get a
This is
cup of coffee.
usually what we talk about when the podcast already stopped.
Yeah,
And
so
then,
good timing. Let's take that into
Yeah.
next week's episode. We're going to ask
What?
No,
everyone.
but if they do it this week, then we
what?
know for next
Yeah.
week.
So send
That's
that
how it
into the
works, man.
Discord. Lists of your favorite labels and your favorite artists that you're listening to right now. Okay? Don't forget to like, subscribe to this channel, to this podcast. A little reminder for everyone who still wants to get 7 days of the challenge, because we have a small week left, I guess. You can still join the 30-day music challenge in our Discord.
Ralph's good at this. Ralph's getting better each week.
Yeah, he's very good. And don't forget, check out artistcoaching.nl for all our coaching services. Thanks for listening to the podcast again, everyone. Hope to see you next week. Bye.